Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be building a pedal board from scratch from leftover wood from a previous project. So stay tuned. So after looking for some pedal boards online, I decided to build my own. So this video, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and head out to my workshop and get started. So we're gonna start off with measuring how long I need this board to be by using the pedals that I plan to use. Now I know this pedal arrangement might not make sense, but it's just for measuring purpose. So after measuring, it looks like the measurements needed is 23 inches or a foot and 11 inches. So now to make sure that it measures exactly the same on every board, once measured, now to cut the wood to the proper measurements. And here it is. Everything's cut down to size. So now to go ahead and straighten everything. So I do want to leave a gap between each. So I'm thinking maybe about half an inch. Or maybe a little more than half an inch. Yeah, about half an inch is pretty good. So that gives it enough space for the cables and whatnot. Okay, so now we're gonna be attaching these two studs to the sides. So after giving it some thought, I decided to go ahead and add the studs underneath the 3 panels, as well as adding this poplar board as a front panel. Adding this not only makes it look more professional, but it also helps reinforce it and covers any exposed cables or wood. Okay, and now to check the measurements once more to make sure everything is equal and that there is enough space in between. Now I'm going to add these side panels again to reinforce the pedal board, and I also have to cut down this extra wood that I have no use for, and I might be adding some handles, but we'll see. So in case you're wondering, the measurements to the front panel are half an inch by 2 inches. And the wood is poplar. Okay, so now I am double checking my measurements and darkening the lines, just so when I cut the wood, I'm able to cut it the right way. And I want to make sure that nothing's too short or too long. And here it is. It's looking pretty good so far. Before drilling any holes, I want to add some of this Dunlop 65 lemon oil, just to bring some moisture to the wood so it's not too dry or too pale. You want to make sure to cover every section of the boards, the sides, the ends, as well as the top and bottom. And once you're done, you want to let it sit for a while so the wood absorbs the lemon oil, and let it air dry. And just keep in mind, do not keep it near any open flame. So now to assemble it, just to get an idea how it's gonna look. And once assembled, I'm going to measure the areas that I plan to drill so I can put the screws. And there it is. That's how it's gonna look. Okay, so after marking the spots, let's move on to the next side. So I plan to drill the hole right in the center of each board. Also on the front face, as well as the sides and back. So here I'm marking the sides of where I plan to drill the holes. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So one quick tip is to measure your drill bit with the screw you plan to use, so that way it's a good fit. And for this, you will need a powered drill. Okay, so I already pre-drilled the holes. And now to mount the screws onto the boards. So as you can see, I already pre-drilled to every section that I need to add a screw to. And I could use a drill, but I'm going to use a screwdriver just so I have more control, so I don't really crack the wood in any way. So here I am assembling the bottom studs, which will also be the bottom base of the pedal board, before attaching the 3 long panels. I'm going to attach the front face panel first. And here it is, already assembled, ready to go. Now to just test it out, let me go ahead and put some of my pedals. And it looks pretty cool. It gives it that nice woody, earthy kind of look. So this pedal board should fit about maybe 5 to 6 pedals depending on size. So now we're going to add these 2 wooden studs here to lift up the pedal board, so that way it's not just laying flat, with an opening in the middle for any cables or power supply. Quick tip, I'm going to put some candle wax on the tip of the screw so it acts as a lubricant when installing the screws. So here I'm going to lightly install the screws and then come back at it with a powered drill. Okay, so everything is now installed, completed. As you can see, I have the opening here, and all I need is the Velcro tape to put on top. Then it'll be ready to go. I also went ahead and added some LED lighting. So let's switch the colors. Let's add some pedals just to get an idea of how this pedal board will look. And now with the lights dimmed down, so this is how it'll look. I think it looks pretty cool. And now to pick up some Velcro strips at my local hardware store. I'm also picking out some handles for the pedal board. And this is the Velcro that I decided to go with. And this is what the pedal board looks like with the Velcro and the lights and pedals already installed. In fact, I got to use the pedal board the next day at an event. So there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and rock that notification bell to be up to date on future videos on gear, music, lessons, builds, and more. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.